We just spoke to Chris from Graphic Wizard. It's a Canadian company that we worked with for a couple of years, and always been a company that I find interesting because I'm exaggerating a little bit, but everything large in all the other booths is a little bit smaller at Graphic Wizard, but it also seems that they have found a niche where they are very successful. Max, good to see you.
Good to see you too. Thank you for the time.
Likewise. I mean, we have something we have to talk about here, right? Let's start here. What is it that we have here to your side here?
This is our DF0906MT digital die cutter. Graphic Wizard has 4 different models of this device. So really what we're trying to accomplish is adding more versatility in a print shop. So instead of having multiple different finishing machines or using traditional die cutting methods, we're going to move digital production over to digital finishing. So no longer are we building dies for different products. If I want to run stickers, packaging, digital die cut work, you load in a PDF file, it's ready to go right away. You don't have to build a die, so there's no additional cost. And it's bringing those 500 to 2,000 run length digital jobs to a digital finisher. So more and more we're hearing that traditional bindery employees are aging out, they're starting to retire. So sometimes this will be John, and it was the traditional person running a windmill, and now they're using PDFs and they're running everything on here. So products for these types of machines, short run packaging, right? Labels, stickers, it runs sheets, or we can run roll to roll on these things. So products traditionally that maybe you'd have to build a die for, and it'd be a few $100s, and you'd have to run a couple of thousand pieces to really make it worthwhile.
And probably have some kind of experience in binding if you have to do that in a traditional binding setup. Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. But this looks beautiful. So all of these are made on that machine like this?
All on the same machine.
Also that one?
Coroplast, foam core, lightweight signage materials, yard signs. Right?
So you are buying new planes to Canada Defense, right?
We are, yeah. This is a prototype, coming soon.
Yeah. So this type of machine, as I said, typically when you come to your booth, everything is just downsized a little bit, and you mentioned digital several times. I guess that is actually also key to the type of customers you have, that they have, let's say, smaller formats, digital, or even small format offset, and these machines are just perfect for that, right?
Yeah, it's a great fit. I mean, it's really diverse. So it could be a 2 to 10 person commercial print shop that's just looking to diversify their offerings. We want to do some packaging, we want to do labels. We send all of that stuff out, and they can use their current digital printer to produce those things. They just don't have a way to finish it. So small footprints, we came out with a new line of products on the other side of the booth that are even smaller still. So for somebody who maybe isn't even outsourcing it, they can start to bring those things in. But we want to be economical in terms of price, but also space. Right? A lot of our shops don't have the space.
Is this, one thing is the pricing, but also there's the user friendliness. Does that mean that this machine is also, let's say, capable, I was just about to say, for the, let's say, the implants, or for the franchises or things like that? So this is a product that could fit the bill for these type of companies as well? Or?
Yeah, absolutely. Like churches, we have them. We've taken these apart and put them in a basement of a church before. Really, it's really flexible. So a lot of implant locations, because they want to do some of their own labeling and packaging. But it's for some companies, they're bigger, and this isn't even their primary production. It's a prototyping machine. So you could look at a machine that's going to take up 5 times the space, and it's running 50,000 pieces. But to sell that product, we say that you need prototypes. Right? Packaging sells products, but prototypes sell packaging. So it could be that this is going to be their only means, and maybe they outsource some work. But for people that are outsourcing too, this is a really good fit on the lower end to do the prototypes.
Sense, And when it comes to the tooling, is there any difference from the bigger and more expensive? I mean, because sometimes it's if you look at the really big ones, sometimes you have a lot of tools that are automatically interchanged when the process is going on, or is this what you need? Or
no, it's an option. So there's over 100 different tool options available on this machine. Nobody needs them. Like 95% of our customers will have the standard configuration. So this one will kiss cut and through cut up to 24 points. So everything coming off the back end of a digital press. Score and perforate, and direct cut up to 6 millimeters thick. So we can do corrugate boards and things like that as well. Oscillating tool, depending on the bed size. If I want to do foam core signs, coroplast, custom shapes, then we'll use something like an EOT that you'd find on a much larger, maybe wide format machine. Bit of a segue, but moving over to the next model
Let's
up.
see that, yeah. Because I mean, when you see this, there's a little bit more blink to it right now, right?
There is, yeah, a little bit more flash when we move up to the bigger machines.
That's what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think everybody knows what you were talking about. So this one would be acrylic, and then we have aluminum panel. So with this product
this is
line,
a little bit more hard materials compared to the other one, right?
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going from digital prints and soft signage materials. And it was a natural progression for us. So we have a lot of different product lines, but our expansion generally is other machines in those product lines now, based on our market feedback. So we were selling a lot of these machines, and then people are saying, well, what if I want to go harder? What if I want to go bigger? Same product line, same manufacturer, wide format.
Yeah.
So the same tooling and the same things that we can produce on a smaller digital die cutter. But now we've added in a CNC router, and we can cut through up to 1 inch thick on acrylic, an aluminum board, and wood and MDF for the signage industry as well.
Is it the same type of customers that buy either, or is it more, some is more into signage and some are more into packaging, or how do you see the split?
Yeah, it's a bit of a mix. So a lot of the DF series machines could be with a customer that already has one of these. So they're producing these things already because they can die cut, but I'm manually placing each sheet on the bed, and it's time consuming. So they'll get to a point where they say, I can't spend any more operator time and we need to automate this. So they'll move to a machine with a pile feeder for those products. But a lot of our print shops, and most print shops out there doing commercial work, they're doing digital printing and they're doing wide format.
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't have a lot of space, so we can get in with a half-size machine, 5 foot by 4 foot bed. We'll do the signage work and it can do the digital work. So it's really cohesive. We're trying to consolidate as much as we can, but they can do everything on one device versus adding in this for one function, this for another function, and really running out of room.
It must be fun selling this.
It absolutely is.
Max, great talking to you.
Thank you very much.
I hope the show has been great for you. I hope that you will be successful with also what you're selling. I think it's great stuff you have.
Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate the time.